Once upon a time, in a farm that stretched as far as the eye could see, there was a mother duck patiently sitting on her nest. She was waiting for her eggs to hatch, and at last, they began to crack one by one. Out popped 3 little ducklings, all small and yellow, cheeping happily. But the last egg took longer, and when it finally hatched, out came a duckling much larger and different from the others. He was gray, awkward, and not at all like his siblings. The other animals on the farm noticed his strange appearance and started to mock him. The poor duckling felt sad and lonely, especially as his siblings and other farm animals never let him join in their games. "You're such an ugly duckling," they would chide. Hearing this day after day, the young bird decided to run away from the farm, hoping to find a place where he truly belonged. The ugly duckling ventured out into the wide world. He approached a marsh full of wild ducks, hoping to make some friends. But even the wild ducks laughed at his appearance, driving him away and reinforcing his fears of not fitting in. Determined, the duckling continued until he stumbled upon a secluded pond. As the seasons changed from summer to autumn and then to freezing winter, the young duckling struggled to survive, facing hunger and the biting cold. He found a small shed by a cottage to take refuge in, but making friends was still daunting. During this time, he grew larger and stronger. Finally, spring came, thawing the icy world back to life. With it came beautiful swans flying gracefully overhead. The duckling, feeling a strange pull toward them, decided to join their number at the pond. Nervous and timid, he bowed his head and entered the water. To his surprise, the swans welcomed him with open wings, recognizing him as one of their own. At that moment, the duckling glanced at his reflection in the water. No longer did he see an awkward, gray bird. Instead, he saw a magnificent swan, white-feathered and elegant. The ugly duckling realized he had grown into something extraordinary and belonged among these beautiful swans. With joy in his heart, the young swan found his family and understood at last that he was never meant to be like the others at the farm. Through his struggles and loneliness, he found his true identity and learned that beauty comes in many forms, a lesson he carried proudly as he swam with his newfound friends.